Hi everyone, this is Stacy and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to continue on our journey of setting epic intentions every week as we move through 2021. The intention card that I have pulled today is I trust the timing of the universe. Now, for me, who has a whole heap of anxiety around time urgency, this particular intention came to me at a time when I really needed it the most. And that's what I actually really love about my intention cards is that the feedback I get from most persons is that they don't know how, but there is just something magical about cards because whenever they pull one, they just feel like it's the message that they needed in that moment. Well, in setting the intentions before they became cards and before I had amazing artists to work with me, I was writing them down because it was originally supposed to be a book. I was writing them down in my little book. And I was having some concerns about being able to bring my business to life, Epic Transformation, which is my company. And and even now, as I work through navigating being in corporate and also having a business, I am constantly having to return to this intention because I have to develop a lot of patience and a lot of allowance in the space of time. I don't know exactly where the programming started, but somewhere in my life, I became programmed to scarcity around time, where I just feel like I'm behind. I compare myself with others who have been either doing the same thing for me for a similar amount of time, and I feel that I'm behind them or I'm not as far advanced as I should be. I always feel like I'm wasting my time. And so what that ends up creating is an issue with resting and taking a break, and just not doing anything. Like The Art of Doing Nothing is a book that people have bought and given to me because of their concern about me working too much, being a workaholic, not taking enough breaks, working through weekends, etc., etc. And so trusting the timing of the universe is a very personal card for me because I'm also clear. I'm very clear that nothing happens before it should, and that we actually cannot control time, even though for a long part of my life, my adult life, I believed I could, right? And so I have been very hard on myself and have created a lot of anxiety in my life around the space of time. Let's see what the affirmation says. I know that there is no need to chase or rush to dominate. All that I desire has already been given to me. I only need to be prepared to access it when the time comes. Now, even reading that, I already feel a bit more settled. So, if this is for you today because you are feeling rushed, you're feeling behind, you're feeling late, you're feeling like you're failing life because you have not gotten to where you need to get to, you need to know that you are exactly where you need to be. And this is the exact time that you're supposed to be where you are. Everything is working out as it should, when it should. And you have to know that in order for the revelation of it to be crystal clear so that you don't have doubts when you are facing that in the future. Now, that does not necessarily mean that after you hear my voice and me saying these things to you, that you're not going to fall into the space of time urgency. How do I know? Because I'm the creator of the cards and I still fall into this space of scarcity of time. But just in the same way that we are not the ones that created the sun, the earth rotating, or when the sun would be in the east or the west, or when we would be seeing a full moon or not seeing a full moon, we are not the ones who get to determine what the best time for something is. Yes, through thoughts and great ideas and limitless thinking, we may propose, but ultimately, we are never late, we are never early, we are always on time, even when it feels as though wrong place, wrong time. And you'll hear people say that, oh, this person was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, especially in tragic incidents. And the truth is that that may not be true. There's so many things at work all around us that we can't ever in one instance say anything about time. The quantum physics alone has proven that theory to be false, right? So if we are able to this week to really try to make the effort this week to trust the timing of the universe, you can catch yourself when you see these thoughts going about things that are not happening when they should, and you're getting flustered, like if you end up late for a meeting and you start to get flustered or anxious and you feel guilty, and then in that night you can't sleep because you were late for the meeting, and like it just does that, right? It's like a cycle that starts. You can lean into knowing, right, that there is no need to chase or rush. Everything you have has already been given to you. You only need to be prepared to access it when the time comes. All right. So, all the best for this week, guys. And I hope you use this intention to guide you along your week's journey. Take care, and I'll see you next week.